This week's sponsors are AJH, your leading hypo-car finance specialist. If these can't get you past finance, then no one can. You'll find all the information within the description. Give them a follow. Thank you.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Billy Moore Christmas special, and today's special guest is Darren Schmidt, Frankie Allen and John May. How are we?
I'm good, Bill. Fucking sound, mate, to be honest with you. Yeah, happy Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas. We've only got one mic between the two of us, so I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Frankie, yeah, all the best. Anyway, babies are all fucking sick of watching ET, innit? That's what I'll be on now with ET. Either watch ET or watch Just or the Queen, that miserable old bastard. Fucking hell. Come on, let's crack on anyway, Bill.
We're probably in lockdown by now.
Yeah, probably, mate. I'm just whiffing the African variants all over you. I've gone fucking sick, mate.
You know, watching The Great Escape. That'll be on one of The Great Escape, Steve McQueen.
With the sound of music.
Every sound, all like, yeah. I don't like Christmas, Billy.
Miserable cunt.
Why? Tell us why, Frankie, because it phones you up, right? And the first thing, I know you're a Catholic, right? Right.
Same as myself,
right. We want to know why you don't like Christmas, because I'm not a big fan, to be fair.
Just not into Christmas, and I've just never really kind of like, didn't have a good Christmas, didn't enjoy it as a kid. Won't go into detail.
They're never good.
You know,
I was thinking this yesterday.
I'm not into it.
I haven't had a good one for fucking years.
No.
Tell me why. I don't know, it's just, I was thinking about it yesterday. The best one I had was about 2 years ago with some birds who's with. Turned out to be an absolute fucking crank. But no, they never. No.
I've had some alright Christmases, me, Bill, have you?
Yeah, I've had a few, but I've never really been like yourself a big fan of them. I think for most people as well, they bring up a lot of memories, don't they? Look, bad stuff. But I think now, this is the first time, absolutely melt, right, that I've wore a crimbo jumper.
Yeah.
Because I've got kids now.
Yeah, you know, it's good for the kids, isn't it, Christmas? Fucking hell, it's all about the kids, lad. You know what I mean? Getting them all the presents and all that and them buzzing. And then they end up fucking turning on you, if that all I've got. And they're all like, yeah.
So,
they're
look.
ungrateful bastards, aren't they?
Can't fucking win. Tell us a few stories. We want a few little crimbo stories, try and cheer a few people up. Darren said to me this morning, he's got one there.
I've always fucking got stories, haven't I? Fucking hell, mate. I've always got stories. But no, we were just talking about like the club he used to get a crimbo and how excited. It's a different age now, John, innit?
Sorry.
Innit, lad?
That was the best. I was thinking about it when I was 16,
Yeah.
15, 16, 17. Used to go to Wade's. Used to get you like, I had, what is it, Royal Blue Machino jeans once. Cherry Rockport. A yellow North Sales coat. And I can't remember, old Machino jumper. I was flying. But that was the highlight of Christmas when you were younger, what you were wearing.
Yeah, Frankie had a three-piece suit.
What you got to be careful of, though, is the burglaries. I'm not putting a damper on it. Everyone gets fucking burgled at Christmas, don't they? That's when they come into their own just before Christmas. Last year...
Wait for the comments.
Fucking hell. Last year I came home, been working, Christmas Eve. So they had fire brigade outside the house, my house. Cop car, anyway, got out. And Robbie next door, I said, what's up? He said, Frankie, there's a fella on your roof. I said, you fucking joking? He said, no. And when I looked up, this fella, like an armed fella with a red suit, fucking about by the chimney. And I said, hey, mate, what are you doing? He was laughing his fucking head off anyway. He disappeared. Anyway, I got into the house, this copper ran in after me, and he was lying where the gas fire was. He must have pulled the gas fire away. All these toys were everywhere.
Just knew that was coming. But yeah, other than that, it's shit.
Oh, come on, you must have had a good Christmas, you fucking
I'll tell you a
miserable
story
bastards.
of when I was a kid, when it was a Christmas, right? I was a bit of a nerd. I went into footy and shit like that. It's a sad story. And I always remember, I went in the Argus catalogue and I wanted a Commodore 64.
And you bet you used to tick them, didn't you? With a little blue mark. Lad, see them Commodore 64s, lad? They were for the well-off.
Well, Darren...
Kid, we all had Spectrums with rubber keys, lad. Or a Vic 20.
I had my mates. I was fucking knocking at my mates and using theirs.
But I cut this picture out of the Argos, and whenever I felt down, it must have been around 9, I used to go into my bed and look at this picture of this Commodore, because I knew it was coming, you know what I mean? Christmas Day come, lo and behold, I got a Commodore 64 out the Grattan catalogue, right?
Wow.
Then, my dad wouldn't get out of bed to fucking put the plug on it. So I put the plug on myself, and it fucking blew up.
Did it?
Yeah, on Christmas Day. And do you know what? They sent it back, and he never got me another one. The gang of shit.
Well, listen, mate, I had a fucking Skate Electrics, right? That me nana won in the bingo, and it was fucking massive. Now, we only lived in a little flat. So, they won it in the bingo anyway. It was massive. Bill should have seen the size with Frank. And you know what the fucking cruel bastards used to say to me? Go on, you can get it down and look at it. And he used to get this, never ever seen it set up. And he used to get it.
Was this after Christmas?
Yeah. And he used to get it and be able to look at it and go, what them cars go like on that track? No one set it up and then he fucking sold it because they won it in the bingo. Said, we only live in a little flat, you can't fucking use that. I never got that one. But I had some good Christmases. But I had a mate. And you know the way everyone gets excited, don't they, about Crimbo Day and all that, and the fucking buzzing and that. What are you getting and all that? And in my day, like, kids were getting, you know, Levi fucking 501s and all that gear and that. And Kappa coats, remember Kappa coats and that? Before it went to Sports Direct, lad. There was the fucking name Kappa, lad. Before them pole started wearing Kappa, we were flying in it, weren't we? And Kappa coat and all that. And I remember, like, you'd all meet down at the corner. No, on the street, and everyone would be like, look, Adidas Columbus, the boss, them and all that. I remember me mate, his man had to buy 6 coats. So I said, what club are you getting? And he went, I don't know, I'll have me man sorting it out. Like, I said, I'm getting this and I'm getting that, you know what I mean? And he was proper, you know, they were hard up, you know what I mean? There was always kids who were really hard up. So his ma must have got some type of grant, and you could spend it in the edgy.
The what?
So the education.
Oh, is this the clothing company?
Yeah, clothing king.
Yeah,
Oh, the clothing company. Where were you fucking from, John?
That's what we used to call it.
The clothing company. Yeah,
it's called a clothing company.
The clothing company.
Everyone had the same fucking coat in school.
Dylan's here, so no way.
No way, Dylan. No, back in the day.
Ta-ra.
She got him. So here's what he come out with on Christmas Day. We're all standing there on the corner and everyone's fucking got, you know, all their name gear. And he come running up and there was a few older kids there. I remember them duffel coats. The edgy ones with the red inside.
Yeah. Orange with a...
This had red inside, this one, John, right? And he had black fucking winkle pickers on. He had black kecks and a black shirt, lad. He was like the milk tray man. And he come up made up. Your man had always put your inner side part on him. And he come up and he was legging it up. But his coat was flying open, the duffel, right? And all the red was in the back. And as he got there, some kids went, fucking hell, lad, you look like Dracula. And they fucking nailed him, you know. It was just like, no Crimbo Day, just standing there and everyone's got names on. There's always someone well harder awkwardly than yourselves, you know what I mean?
What's he
fucking
doing
heavy.
now?
What?
What's he doing now, do you know?
Oh, fucking grave diggers or something like that, probably, lad. But yeah, he got leathered and called Dracula for the rest of his life, lad.
Fucking hell. Go on, Frankie.
Well, what I always remembered about Christmas, I've always been busy at Christmas, you know, working on the clubs all my life. And one Christmas night, there was a club that used to put comics on a Christmas night. Funny story, this. And it was Park Lane, you know, Moss Side up in McGull. The mental hospital, is it, or whatever it is, a jail, I don't know what it is. Like Broadmoor, isn't it? It's like
Ashworth.
Hospital. Ashworth, that's
Ashworth,
it.
Ashworth.
Keep changing the name.
I stayed at Park Roads and went,
Well,
Breck Road.
they had a club and they booked me to do Christmas night. Like 1990 or something like that. It was good money. Anyway, on Christmas Day, and I was sweating on the money as well, you know what I mean, needed the money. The fella phoned me up 2 o'clock in the afternoon, he went, Frankie, look mate, you're not on tonight. A few people have complained, they were on the committee or some fucking thing. No, we're not having Frankie Allen effing and blinder on Christmas night. So you're not on. So I said, you're fucking kidding. So he said, no. So then he said, well look, how much you're on? I said, well it was 200 quid, wasn't it? He said, come up to the club tonight and we'll give you the one for not going on. I went, all right, fair play. Put the phone down and a mate of mine rang, a fella called Tucker Chance, comedian, lives in Wales now, you know Tommy, his name's Tom Jones, his real name. And he said, where are you working tonight? And I said, I'm not working now, just been cancelled. He said, get up to the Brewers Arms, it was called, in Crocky, do a show there and pick up 150. So I said, great, all right. Brilliant, we got 150 and a one for not working, they're paying me off. So it was snowing that night and I went up, I was on the building, doing a bit of work on the building for my brother, so I had this like white Escort van. So I get up to this Brewers Arms, I went on, great, it was all right, bit of a good laugh, and it was about 10 o'clock, 10:15, and I wasn't going to go up to the one in McGull, whatever they call it, Moss Park side, whatever they fuck Ashworth. So I thought, fuck it, I'll go up and get the 1, then I'll have 2.5. So drove up to the club, and as I'm walking in, there's fucking murder going on the door. This fella has got the DJ, who was the fella that jibbed me, who fucked me off, who said, don't come up. I had him by the throat. Old fellas from Kirby would go, listen, mate, we paid to see Frankie Allen tonight. Where the fuck is he? We paid you. He was going, oh, so we said, there he is. So he said, Frankie, will you go on? Will you go on? Everyone's been murder here because he bought tickets. I said, yeah, I'll go on, but you'll have to pay me the full money. He went, he didn't want to. Yeah. He went, all right then, so we give me the 2 ton. And I must have been on 5 minutes because it was rowdy then. Yeah, it was about 11:15, you know. And I was going, any reds in, any blues in. What about this prick? He didn't want me on. And all that. He needs a good eye. And all that. Fucking murder. And he was sick as a fucking dog. Anyway, I was out of there at 10 to 11. Got home. 3,500 quid. This was 20 years ago. Like being a millionaire.
Yeah.
So that's what I always remembered about Christmas.
Yeah.
Bill, fucking hell, I just remember me mum having 6 of us, right? And I think the first time I ever realised that there was a bit of selflessness around myself was when I went into the kitchen and I seen these, you know, like these little green action men with parachutes on, right, that were on top of the cupboard. And I thought, oh my God, my mum must be on her arse. I mean, because I wanted a BMX, right? And I seen her go in the kitchen, and I don't know what I watched her go in the kitchen and putting them on top of the cupboard. It's a little action, you know, soldiers.
I know what ones
yeah,
you
the
mean,
shoulder plasty ones with these fucking, like, carry a bag parachutes on. And I looked and I got up in the cupboard and I had a little nose and I thought, oh, my heart sank. I thought, that's it. Fucking Crimbo. We're going to get it in. It didn't sink for me. It sank, for the first time, it sank for me mum. I felt for me mum and the family, and I thought, I'd say it was about 8. About 8, and I thought to myself, because I knew that we never had much. We was pretty skint, but, you know, it was like, we ended up getting a BMX, like, it was for me cousin. They weren't for me, you know what I mean?
I was a bit of a spoiled cunt, to be honest, mate.
Was you?
Yeah. Like on toys and that, yeah, my nana and me
My cousin was like that.
They joined them clubs. There was a shop, do you remember in town, you know, where the bubble bus stops at?
Yeah.
So on a bar Star Wars. It was called Games, Toys and Cycles.
I know.
And
You got the little steps.
That was it, John. And me ma going to Tony there and me nana. So, like, I'd get all sick the thing and they'd get it, like, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to say, oh, I had it hard. I did, mate. I got what I wanted for Crimbo, like.
What did I want? I wanted a Dreamcast and my mates.
What's that?
It was a Sega. It was shite in the end.
Yeah.
But I wanted one of them. And, like, I said, Mum, can I get one of them? Can I get one of them? Blah, blah, blah. And I lent one off someone before Christmas and I was playing it. Yeah. And my brother's Bird's ma was a bit of a... She had a load of fucking Dreamcasts. So Christmas Day, thought, come on, I was like, I'm getting a fucking Dreamcast, you know what I mean? And in the morning, I was a bit older, I was about 15. And my ma gave me a bracelet. I was like... Oh,
I wanted a bracelet, mate.
Oh,
I was about 18, didn't you want to...
So fucking disappointed.
Big things, mate. Yeah. Me poor mate got one, it was like fucking hell, it was about that tin. You know, you always wanted this... When you got old, you'd go, what are you getting for Crimbo? Stack. Remember
stack.
That? A fucking stack, mate. What was that all about?
Fucking stack.
Yeah, don't you say it?
Stack.
Stack, mate. I'm getting a stack.
Phil Collins was never on.
Yeah.
I think like...
Stack. It was a stack, lad.
It's in this day and age, though, the kids, there's too much temptation, I believe, you know what I mean, for the kids. There's a lot. See, you know, when you look on social media now, you see pictures of kids getting presents, you know, the night before or the week before, and it's just like... There's just tons of presents fucking all over the house.
They don't play with toys, don't
even on birthdays and that.
It's just about... we know what it is.
It's just about fucking getting in debt, really, innit? That's
it's just like a big competition with these mums on Facebook, innit? Do you know what I mean? Look how many presents we've got our kids.
Yeah, but don't you think, right? Don't you like, for those that haven't gotten the less than, a little bit like less off than others.
It must hurt.
It's fucking
it hurts me when I see fucking the mum and dad and all the kids with the same fucking pajamas,
you know,
and I'm sitting in mine watching fucking YouTube.
I hate social media. Someone gets someone
but they're happy
to dress all the fucking tree. And then they get all these Selfridge bags. If you're doing that today, you're a fucking blade, by the way. All Selfridge bags round the tree, and then the bird puts on, Bay's done well. Oh, mate. Turn it in with them shouting it. Turn it in, you fucking divvies. Like you're a fucking... One of the Beckhams, Bay's done well. Oh, mate. Bad shout. If you're doing that today, rip them Selfridges up. Because there are a fucking sheet of mill, mate. Turn it in with the Bay's done well. Fuck off.
Nah, I'm just a miserable
Well,
cunt.
funny, I remember Christmas Day a few
just said that
years
up.
ago. This was like, I was in Germany working for the army doing a show. And I just wondered really what they'd done, you know, for Christmas dinner. So the fella said, yeah, we have it in the Naffy. I think this was in Dortmund. So on Christmas Day, went to the Naffy, had me Christmas dinner, all the lads were there. It was okay. Then I just went out into the town where we were in Dortmund having a look around. And this always like puzzled me. I thought, how different are we in this country to everyone else? So all the Germans are walking around on Christmas Day with big coats on. And they were walking into these woods with these dogs. So I said to this fella, I said, what's happening when I got back to camp? What's going on Christmas Day in Germany? When did he eat the Christmas dinner? I'll never forget, a fella from Birmingham, he said, Frankie, what do you mean? I said, fucking 4 o'clock. Well, they're walking right. He said, no, Frankie, they've already ate it. I said, what do you mean? He went, you ate it last night. I said, fuck off. He said, no, they eat it on Christmas Eve.
Judy, yeah?
Yeah, on Christmas Eve. I said, you're kidding? I said, no, they eat it on Christmas Eve. On Christmas Day, they just go for walks in a forest with the dog and all that. Oh, I just went, that's
makes
weird,
sense.
so weird.
It makes sense, that. It takes all the pressure off Christmas Day and you can enjoy it, can't you? Do you know what I mean? Because you'd have your mum or whatever running around making a Christmas dinner all day. Oh, where the fuck's he at the fucking pub? Do you know what I mean? Makes sense. That's what I might start doing. On my own.
It's all about like family and coming together, isn't it? To be honest, it's like I believe, you know, when I've had a few bad Christmases and most of them have been in prison. You know, and the first time I experienced the Christmas in a foreign country was in Thailand, right?
How'd you get on there?
Didn't even feel like Christmas. It wasn't even Christmas.
It's
you know,
Thailand.
it's Thailand, and they don't even celebrate it. So,
Jackie's like,
no. So when you're somewhere,
it's porridge, that maybe no Jackie's in it, eh? Fucking hell.
but when you're in a different country with a different culture, and they don't celebrate what we celebrated for fucking generations, all my life. Right, and then you go there, and then that day turns, it's just fucking just a normal day. The sun's cracking the flags. I'm you know, here it's snowing or it's fucking freezing or something in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a different kind of experience over there.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for those who are sitting in the house now and have got nowhere and are just, you know, struggling with trying to find a bit of company.
Yeah, that's it's heavy, innit, mate?
It is.
There's people there now.
You said it, John.
And they're sitting there now on their own. Fucking hell, mate. Play for one. Innit? Make it away from me. I'm not laughing. I'm just fucking saying it's heavy, mate.
No, it
You know
is.
what I mean?
I remember
It's
my
heavy,
dad.
mate.
We ran a pub, and my mum and dad ran a pub, and Christmas dinner. My dad, I was saying, my dad has always come in late. My mum was like, "Where the fuck's he now?" Do you know what I mean? And my dad has always bring someone home, and I'm like, "Look, a
Was
fella."
he?
Yeah, there was a particular fella every year, but if there was one fella going home, my dad's like, "Go fuck, get here, come to your ass." And he'd sort them out.
Right,
Yeah,
let's get something out on the table now. Let's have it right while we're on. We might as well do this. Like, we all come from different backgrounds, right? We've all come from. We're all.
Do we though?
Yeah, I mean, but that's diverse.
We're all fucked.
Right, we're all.
We've all got trauma.
In what sense? Come on.
I think we all got something going
Well,
on.
do you reckon we're all wired up a little bit differently?
I'm fucking wide up, fuck, Bill. You know that, lad.
I know.
I'm fucked, mate.
I'm fucked.
Yeah,
I'm trying
it's
not
like-
to be.
like, yeah,
I'm putting a lot of work into it, but
this is like the one who flew over.
Yeah,
the one who
it
flew
has,
over
yeah.
the
we've
fucking
always got
cuckoo's nest.
fucking
Yeah.
we've all there's things with you that resonate with me, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I recognise things in you that I do myself, and you. I don't know you that well, Darren, but
Yeah.
I think I see things as well.
Yeah, I'm just round fucking. I can be sound, and then I know myself. I can just go round a twist. I can, lads. You know,
It's
like.
funny, we're all different, we're all kind of like...
I'd like to say I'm happy round a twist, but I'm not.
Well, funny enough, it's funny you should say that, how strange we all are. I was living in Wavertree, this was like years ago, 25 years ago, and I used to live with this bird. Anyway, lived with her for 4 or 5 years, and she was a good cook, made the Christmas dinner. So I was coming in one day, drove my car up, and there was a fella next door. He lived on his own, Eddie. And I'll never forget, he had a fucking big, huge ball.
Come to ask for Christmas dinner, wouldn't you?
Fucking huge head. Just like something out of a sci-fi film you've never seen, not like it in your life. Anyway, I pulled up, little terraced house in Wavertree. So I thought, fucking great. I'd been out somewhere, had a drink, and I thought, my Christmas dinner be ready and all that. So when I went to see my bear sitting there, and Eddie was standing on a step. I said, "You all right, Ed?" And he went, "Yeah." I said, your Christmas dinner ready? He went, put his head down like that. I went, haven't you had a Christmas dinner this year? He went, yeah, a sausage with a feather in it. Anyway, I went, fucking hell, I felt terrible, you know. So anyway, I was sitting there.
Was he saying that? Funny. Or being like an hard case of sausage, you know, getting it that one.
No, he was an old man. He was making me feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
So I went, fucking hell. I felt a bit horrible. I thought, imagine that just, I'm like standing on the step on Christmas Day. So my bed was old-fashioned, one of them. So as she's bringing me dinner in, I went, okay, I've just seen that Aussie there, Eddie, whatever his name is, and he said he's having a sausage. She went, you know, like a Scouse bears do. I said, well, you know, he must have some people have got no one. I went, fucking hell. Anyway, then I couldn't eat me dinner, and she goes, go and ask him in. I went, oh no, just me and you. She went, oh, imagine that. Christmas Day. He's coming to the end of his life. He's got no Christmas. I went, fucking hell. Anyway, so I knocked on this prick's door. I knew I'd made a terrible.
I was crying.
I knew I'd made a terrible mistake, a fucking big head. And I'm looking at him, and he had like he'd shaved, but you know what these, like a muzzy, and it was going into his mouth. And he had these horrible slippers on, these pissy fucking kecks that he must have been. So I said, do you want, oh yeah, great, all right, I won't be a minute. Anyway, 10 minutes later, she's sitting there, and I'm sitting there trying to eat me dinner, and I thought, what the fucking hell is he doing opposite me? I felt sick, all day. It was the worst Christmas, and he was talking absolute fucking rubbish.
Bits of food
and he was one of them, as he spoke, he had like these two teeth there. And he was biting his lip, and he was going, where do you work? It's like, yeah, I went, oh, no. And me and her had murdered that, you know, that when he'd gone, that was your fault, you should have come straight here and all that. So I thought, never again will I ever invite anyone for a Christmas dinner.
Fucking hell.
Heavy mate on Eddie there, really. Fucking hell, poor Eddie, man.
I'm going out with the kids this year. First time, oh no, I went years ago actually.
It takes the pressure off though, John, if you go out for your dinner.
I'm going to say...
to be in fucking Tenerife, but not with this African fairy. I'm stuck here now, I'm not going anywhere.
That went set off for you, that, didn't it? Fucking heavy, like, that's...
Yeah, we're going to Walton Village. Meant to be going with the baby's mum and the 3 kids, it'd be nice.
Yeah, that'll be sound, that, mate.
I don't think we can, like, to be honest, I feel as like our travel's quite fucking limited abroad now. Myself, I'd love to go away abroad, I'd love to go to Disneyland with the kids or something like that, but it's you've got to fucking have about 70 boosters, 40 fucking jabs.
Now they're saying some of them don't work, but let's not go down that one. No. It's fucking heavy, mate.
It's just difficult to try and enjoy your Christmas abroad as well.
Lockdown now,
I am surprised it's reversing now. We've got to wear masks again now. I didn't see that come. I didn't think that was going to happen.
No, I didn't think it would come again. Nah.
But it's probably going to reverse now.
Haven't you got any Christmas shows lined up, John? Because I went to your show and it was a sellout.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. I fucking didn't expect that, to be honest.
No, I'm not a stand-up as such, Bill. I can't just turn up somewhere.
Well, you did do a great...
Yeah, but
I'll tell you the best part I liked was...
You went on the Friday in the Olympic,
yeah. I liked the turkey teeth, when you were doing the turkey teeth and you were doing a TED talk.
Yeah.
That was probably for me the funniest. Turkey teeth doing a TED talk and autographed.
Yeah, no, I done a TED talk.
Give us a little bit of that, come on.
No, come on. I can't remember it. It was fucking weeks ago.
Can you talk like him without your...
Derek. You're Derek done the TED talk.
I'm going to be...
Turkey teeth on Family Fortunes.
I seen a kid, he was the ringer of what's his name on, the glasses on? Craig, no way, mate. Swear I seen him in town, and it was him. And I thought, it's John.
People don't realise it's me, you know.
No.
People think I get another actor into play, Craig.
No, you do well on that.
Well, your characters are great, John. I love your characters. Before I even knew you, I watched a few of them. I thought, fuck it, this is fantastic. You know what I mean? Great. I became like kind of a fan. But yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Christmas, it's a strange time, and it's a sad time for a lot of people who've, you know, lost people in their families and things. It really is. It's mixed emotions, but it is for the kids, isn't it? It's for the kids. When you look back on your life I can remember me mum and dad, I was only about 5 or 6. I wanted this castle for me for Christmas. Like, you know, like soldiers in a castle and all that. Anyway, there was no sign of it, you know. Kind of like, I didn't really believe in Father Christmas, so I knew they were buying it. But I knew they hadn't bought it. And you don't think until you get older, probably they never had the money.
Yeah.
Then I was in the car with them on Christmas Eve, and they were knocking on this shop. Fella lived over the shop, somewhere down Wavertree. Knocking on his door, and he came to the window, because I didn't know, but he'd seen this castle in the window, and he bought it, he would hide it from me. So when you look back, you can have like sad memories, because you don't realise the sacrifices your mum and dad were making, you know.
I was one of 5, and I think my mum and dad, they definitely felt that, like, it must have been hard work. Because you go, what do you get for Christmas? And you say the presents, you go, I got this. But like, back in the day, I don't know, the clothes weren't cheap.
You know, when Frankie said about believing, though, I remember, like, fucking me ma and that, and you know, just before Christmas, you think, what have I got? And I remember, like, training myself as a kid to stay awake. I knew there was no such fucking thing as Father Christmas.
What, to listen out for him?
No, fucking hell, John. From Scotland, lad, we were listening for that. I was listening out for housebreakers, that's about it, lad, innit? Fucking hell, mate. Get up before fucking they come in.
The little bells.
Boo you through the door. But get on this, John, what I said. So I was saying to myself all fucking week, watching Minder on them, one of them portables, you know, where you had the fucking dial on.
Minder.
I just wanted Minder to be me dial, lad, didn't you? I love Minder, mate.
He could bang anyone in, couldn't he?
Lad, yeah, and Birds as well.
Yeah.
He's fucking... He's ugly cunt as well.
He was knocking them all out. He's Terry McCann.
Yeah, Terry. But anyway, I remember watching Minder thing. He go to bed about 10:30 still. And I trained myself all week to fucking stay up till he went to bed. And I remember getting up at about, must have been about 11:30. And me ma caught me. She went, where are you going, fucky? And I went, probably about 18, Frank. And I went, has he been, yeah? Has he been? And me ma went, oh, fucking get back to bed, has he been? Soft ass, you know what I mean? Fucking hell, mate. Heavy, mate. Don't try to be this big enchanted kid. No, I think I had a muzzy.
No, you couldn't sleep on. I couldn't sleep on Christmas Eve.
Just excited, weren't you?
Yeah.
No, and I can't really remember much about what like I got for Christmas, but I can remember one time when it was weights, because he asked me mum. I was only young, and I wanted weights because I felt dead skinny. It was like little knobbly knees, a fucking ginger hair, loads of freckles, and I was getting loads, you know, in school, and I wanted to be a little bit of a fucking hombre. Yeah, so gets these weights, Christmas Day, water weights. Have you ever seen them? Yeah, big. But did you like the aluminium bar? I said a Joe Weeder fucking poster.
Water weights?
Yeah.
You
get
water in them?
Put the water in them, John, like the fucking...
Argos job of these from the Argos or something, maybe?
Don't even know if the Argos was about them, where the fuck you got them from.
Right.
Index.
Yeah, but we got big massive... Yeah, it's a big massive like water weights with an aluminium pole and a bull worker. Yeah. Mate, I fucking didn't know how to train, but all I used to do was just do curls and fucking shoulders every night.
Like the first set of weights I got, remember Blackless? That had a boss.
Blackless, yeah.
Didn't it? I remember me and my mate Liam going to fucking, and I went, right, I'm going to get a bit of a chest here, because I had a set of tits. I said, oh, I'm getting rid of these blammers, mate. I'm going to get on the weights. So I went to Blackless, and he had a little Olympus, remember, downstairs, a sports shop.
I don't know where Blackless is.
Blackless was like, they showed all the army and...
Everything. So we used to raid it for flows.
Oh, is this by...
Where Kitties and that is now, lad.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, and we went to Blackless anyway. I remember getting these gold Plazzy dumbbells. Now, we lived on Scotty, and the walk from town to Scotty, it's not a bad walk, is it? The weights were that fucking light, I just threw them on my back. And then I got in and he had this chart on it. And I was like, fucking everything. I used to do the chart, they were that light. I used to do the chart 10 times before I even fucking felt it, mate. I may as well have just got 2 tins of beans. Fucking hell, mate.
You got good form out of it,
yeah,
though.
I got good form out of it, mate. And I knew the way side lateral lads, so I was flying, mate, with them Argos weights, mate. When they weren't Argos, they were Blackless, mate.
I don't think there was many gyms, though, really, was there? There was only, like, sports centres, remember the bats and that?
Yeah.
You had multi gyms in there.
Well, I had my first experience of a gym when I went to that Gold's gym in town. It was just full of buttes. That's why I hate bodybuilders, I think. Like, just most of them are buttes.
Is that where it was in town?
Yeah, it was back of, remember W.H. Smith's when it was on Church Street?
Yeah.
The building's still there. It's part of Liverpool 1. It's called Russell Buildings, and it was in there.
Was it, yeah?
Yeah, and I went there, and they were just all, to a rough kid, and a couple of kids, no one gave us any help at all.
Didn't he, no?
No one. Not till I went to Vic's gym in Kenny where I got help. But they were all fucking snobs then.
I don't think I was willing to listen to anyone when I was saying it, because you know when you're a kid and you think you know best and you're just going for it, and when anyone says, you know, you're doing it this way or you're doing it wrong, you just, I didn't fucking listen, me. Now I wish on reflection, and I say this to anyone who's working out or going through life and in general in any way, it's just like, you know, take a bit of guidance from someone who's
from
been
the right
there.
people, though, Bill, because you will get people who come to go, oh mate, you're doing that wrong, you know, mate. And they haven't got a fucking clue. You will get people in the gym. They just think that, yeah.
So what
If they're as big as him, listen.
when I first opened the gym, there was my first ever like weights and that I bought off George Fitz. Remember little
Yeah,
George?
I know George. I remember him.
George, I bought George his
On
gym
City
off
Road
him
there.
with the original weights in there. It had a fire in it. And I brought all the fire damage weights. This is how I started my first gym, and I bought them off George. So George turned round to me and said, look lad, come down to see me when I open the gym. And he said, bit of advice for you. He said, don't go round telling fellas what to do. They get a cob on. Right? He said, leave them. If they ever ask you, then show them. But he said, what you do is, if you go round to every fella and go, you're doing that wrong, they don't fucking like it, and they don't come back to the gym. So I just leave them. If people have got a general interest and they ask me, then yeah, but you do damage people's egos that way.
There's some in there and you see it, don't you, in bad form, you just leave it to it. I've had it, mate.
George Fitz, he was an interesting chat, wasn't he? Yeah. Has he died now? Is he still alive?
I don't know, John, but you put a fucking dampener on that there. Like, George is probably eating his Crimbo's in a lot. The fuck's he on there?
Sorry, George, I don't know. I thought I had to die. No, my uncle's his mate.
He was a fitness fanatic.
Little fella, wasn't he?
Yeah. So he's on a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sound, George. Proper scouser.
I remember he was sound.
That was one of the first gyms, George's, wasn't it? George was one of the first gyms. Yeah.
On City Road. That's still a gym, isn't it?
Yeah, still a gym. Some of the lads have got that now.
And I feel really old because I can remember going back to about 14, and you know where Nathan's gym is now.
Yeah.
There was a gym on that site somewhere. I can't even remember what it was called. It was in like a unit, but it was the first time I'd ever seen like Olympic weights. You know, going out of a sports centre, you're just having the pull downs and the pulleys and
machines
the
and
machines.
yeah.
But then you see the full on Olympics. That was fucking going.
Yeah,
back.
we got fucking pin, mate, off the Olympic bar. Me and we didn't have a clue what we were doing. Proper pin, mate. And the fella went, hey, you should be spotting him. Me mate went, is he a queer? Oh, that'll get rubbed out.
Oh, you got to be careful. Yeah, I think, as I say...
I've got a pink jumper on, I'm all right.
Well, you know.
You suit it, you know.
Yeah,
He's queer as folk.
Yeah.
I always think, it is very sad, I don't want to put a damper again on this, but I always remember, it's not until you grow up, you look back and you see what your mum and dad were kind of doing for you. Now, my mum always made a huge thing of Christmas Day. She made sure everyone was at the Christmas table dead early, everyone had party hats on, and I know what she was trying to do now. She was trying to, in a way, make memories for us for when we grew up.
Yeah.
You know, and my brother died, and I never knew he was going to die. But looking back now, she was saying, look, one day you'll remember this.
Yeah.
I wasn't really into it, you know. Yeah. Why are we all sitting here at dead formal and pulling crackers and all that? When you think back, she was just getting everyone together and making memories. Yeah. So there's some things you don't realise till you grow up about Christmas, you know.
Well, that's what it's like with my family. There's 5 of us, and I think once my mum and dad's house was the hub. That we'd always run into each other and stuff like that, and that's how you sort of kept in touch. But once the hub goes, it takes that extra effort then. So everyone's got their own little families now. Do you know what I mean? And that's what sort of happens. So. Yeah, I think Christmas definitely brings your family together in that environment.
Some like the Waltons who all got together, and there's some of us who fucking hate each other, isn't he? We
just crack on. Other.
Yeah, well, I'm in a family unit now, and it's different for me because I've never had that experience. I've always been somewhere fucking here, there, or everywhere. Now I watch my missus, and she's really like out there with the Christmas stuff and the birthday and the cards. And
so you've got that now?
Yeah, she remembers birthdays. Like, she's got a calendar with everyone's birthday, and then she gets the cards, she puts a tenner in or whatever, and they always get something, right? When she said, what have you got your mum? What have you got your Kelly? What have you got your Lee? Fuck, the list of my family, I'd be fucking broke if it was bought everyone something. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but she does, she makes the effort to get a little something for everyone. Yeah, obviously I fucking help out.
That's why I need a bear, just to take them little things I forget.
Yeah,
And that's, I think when you're with someone else, I think they fill them little gaps, don't they?
They do, but you know what I'm feeling, right? I feel a little bit uncomfortable. Because I don't know. I feel like I don't belong. I feel like an imposter and I don't fit in.
Where?
Into a family unit.
Why?
Because we've come out of that hostile austerity. It's being barbaric.
Embrace
And you're in
it.
it. I know, you say that. But we've all been talking about being a little bit skew-whiff in
I
the head.
know, we self-sabotaging a bit, you think?
We've all been a bit skew-whiff in our mental way of fucking thinking. For me, I have. Right, so I can't embrace, like,
Yeah.
the Christmas spirit. And like you said to me on the phone, I said, I don't like Christmas, Bill. Now, I've been like a bit of a Grinch. Well,
Yeah,
I haven't
I'm
been
with
a bit of a Grinch here. I've been for years.
So you're not giving yourself permission to enjoy it, are you?
No.
Why?
No, but I feel for the first time, fucking throwing this on was a big thing. You know what I mean? And turning up. And it was only because Darren...
deep as the ocean, you know. I'm going to shut up.
No, you don't go as deep as the ocean. It is what it is. It'll just fucking flow the way it flows. Like you said, let's throw a Christmas jumper on, a few hats on. And I thought that's a bit cringy. You know, for me, straight away I go into that. But you're right. It is about embracing it. No, and you know, something else, right? It's not about me no more or us. It's about the families and what we're...
It's about the kids growing up and remembering Christmas when you're like us, when you couldn't really care. Not that you couldn't care, but obviously you don't believe in Santa Claus, you don't believe in a lot of things. So you're looking at it from a different perspective, on your different point of view. All you're thinking is, I've got to buy this, I've got to buy that. Not that you resent buying it, because it's like you feel it, obviously for your family you've got to buy things, but I suppose when you look back, you go, well, I'm glad I bought that for me dad because he's not here now. And
yeah.
there's always that to it.
I don't think it is for the kids. I think what happened, we're kids and we enjoy Christmas. So as an adult, we grow up and we still want to enjoy Christmas. Kids enjoy that part, but I think as adults, it's like you saying, you know, you're with a family now and stuff, and you never had that.
No.
That is so alien to you. Now you've got it. You're struggling to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I think you should give yourself...
No,
permission
I'm
to do it.
struggling to enjoy
And
it,
it's for
but I'm
adults
learning.
as well.
I'm
But
learning.
you won't allow yourself to enjoy it.
I will this
Oh,
year.
I enjoy Christmas, lad. We go round to me missus's aunties and we have a drink there and I'll give a song and all that gear, lads. I enjoy Christmas. I'll go out with me mates, John and Smigger and Nan. I'll fucking
I'm gonna go
have a bevy and that with them. And I enjoy that part of it, lads. I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Enjoy socialising, you know what I mean? I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You, Frank?
Funny enough, you're going to laugh at this. You'll appreciate this.
We need a fucking joke.
Because...
Funny enough, Darren.
No Darren's on the same wavelength as me as this
We're
one.
fucked.
Do you ever remember years ago at Christmas, your mum and dad would go out, or your aunties and whatever, but the big thing was everyone had to do a bit of a party in the house. The big thing, if you bring the priest back with you, do you remember that?
I remember him coming round, but I don't remember him like them bringing him back with them, you know what I mean? But I do remember him, they used to come round for a bevy. They were always on the whiskey, weren't they?
They were always on the whiskey. Yeah. Now I remember me mum, it was like a big thing saying, oh, Father Coughlin or Father, whatever his name was, he was going to come back he was going to come back for a drink, but he never did. But where we lived, everyone kind of idolised the priest, you know what I mean? So this particular year, my mum went south where we lived in Old Swan. She said, I'm going to St. Oswald's Club and all that. So we were lucky, we were at the landline, we were on the phone, and my sister answered the phone. She said, it's me mum. She said, she's coming back with the priest. Anyway, so Father so-and-so coming back with, everyone had so much respect, you know what I mean? And all that, or they could say something, Father, I've got this problem and all that. Anyway, but that's obviously best behaviour.
I give him whiskey.
So as they walked through the front door in the lobby, we used to call it, the hallway they call it now, don't they? Yeah. As the priest walked in, there's me two aunties knocking fuck out of each other. Fighting like that. And my mum tried to stop them, and the priest grabbed me mum and they all fell over. So he never ever came again.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell, Frankie. No, we never had no priest come round to our house.
No, they used to come round and bum ale, didn't he? That was about it.
My dad used to always threaten to take me to the priest.
They bummed ale, lads.
He must have been fucking smashed.
Yeah. And they wanted to bum a few other things.
That's
What?
That's like...
Oh, sorry, Frank.
Frankie, it's times have changed, lad. They've fucking been caught doing a lot of things, mate. It's bang on.
Not all of them.
Not
Bill,
all of
but
them,
you know
Frank.
what I mean?
Not all of them, yeah. But
Frankie's hitting out there. Go on.
No, but die fucking hell used to come round and fucking they're on the bum for the dough, weren't they, back in the day? Used to go to church and they'd be coming, bringing around sacks of
Remember midnight mass?
Yeah, everyone was bevied.
Midnight mass, everyone was rotten, weren't they?
Did you still do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to one a few
Still
years
do.
ago in Walton Church. That's a Protestant church, though. I went. It was quite good.
I haven't been to
Swear
church.
to
I'd
you,
probably
John.
ban if
Yeah,
I was.
I'm a
Like you
Catholic.
swear,
Well, I'm not a
yeah.
Catholic. I'm not.
Whoa, yeah.
The last
I
time
went there for a laugh.
Yeah.
It was tickets.
Was
Tickets
it?
to get us a midnight mass.
You were on first, weren't you, Frank?
Hey, Darren, did you used to go to the Black Horse on New Year's Eve?
No, we used to walk up as kids, right, when I was young,
And everyone
because
was
we were
necking?
too close to town.
Yeah.
And a few lads would go, oh, I necked me first birthday and all that. Because you go like, who have you necked?
Mary
And
gives a
someone
shiggy.
again, still looking for
The
her.
Black Horse on New Year's Eve was the gaff to go. Everyone went to the Black Horse.
You were all
on New
outside,
Year's
weren't
Eve.
they, lads, yeah.
And they, with the bells that go,
Yeah.
so there's a bird you fancy, you just fucking...
But there would be hundreds of
load.
kids wanting a
Yeah.
neck, weren't they? That was about it, mate.
But yeah, I don't do that anymore. It's fucking
No.
great. That was like a thing around here. The Walton Festival.
mate.
I wasn't brought up round here.
Yeah. Oh, fucking neck, mate. Fucking hell, mate.
We're on
Didn't
County
get a
Road,
suck
by
till
the
I
way.
was about 21, lad. Never mind, I'm neck, mate. No birds would ever give you as a suck when I was fucking young, mate. They'd let you bang them, but they
I
wouldn't
was
give you the
9, you know.
fucking suck, mate.
I
It
was
heavy,
9
mate.
when I had my
Yeah,
first neck.
Fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell, first one was a strippogram, mate. Remember them stripograms? Think we're supposed to be Marilyn Monroe, mate.
Roly polies.
She was heavy, lad. And I mean heavy, mate.
What,
all
fit?
white, no, horrible, all white talc on a kite and all that. I think it was on the Montrose and she come in. I went, no, then. Oh, mate, stuck me and me mate fucking... I won't say his name like that. Back to some snide Ken down the south end. Fucking hell. She was like a Dyson Hoover, mate. He didn't come off her. He was heavy, though, mate. He was heavy. Fucking hell, mate.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Quickly moving on, Bill.
No, stick with it. Fucking hell.
Funny enough, when I was about 14 over Christmas, 13 or 14, all my mates, you were just kind of feeling your way. You knew about the birds and the bees and things, but no one had, you know, been with a bird or even kissed a bird hardly. You know, I remember one New Year's Eve in our street, all the lads were out, and I was like 12, I think, or 13. We were all hanging round, waiting for New Year's Eve so you could wish someone. You ran to all the birds, didn't you? All the best of you like that. Oh, best, trying to get a kiss. And my mate Foxy, Peter, he was running around, fucking owl-ass Peter, like a scalded cat running around. Yeah. You know, all the grown women and that, he'd be like, all the best, Mrs. So-and-so, dirty bastard, you know, all the best, Mrs. Evans, like that. Trying to get a kiss. Anyway, I'm trying to get a kiss off this bird that she didn't want to know. I was saying, all the best, Debbie, and all the best. Like that. She's going, fuck off. Anyway, Peter came up to me, punched me on the shoulder, Foxy. I said, what's up? He said, just necked a bird, a proper neck. Yeah. I said, did you? He said, yeah. He said, do you know how old she was? I said, what? He went, fucking 17. And we were talking about that for ages.
He was 45.
And then he was going, the next day we were standing outside the pub, you know the way you stand outside the pub all night. And he'd be like that, he'd go, yeah, watch her show you on my hand, how she necked me.
Oh my God.
I'd go,
You can't even see. That's what we used to say, see. Yeah,
I was in Images with Stephen years ago. Remember Images, Darren? Yeah. Like club used to go from Images to States. I was about 17, used to get in. They never used to check you for ID or nothing. I used to want to be like a kid because they were all a little bit older than me and I used to hang around them, just trying to mimic them and imitate their behaviour. And he was with this bird, she must have been about 30, but she had this mate at the bar and she was about fucking 19 stone, skinhead, massive, right? And he was like chatting this other birds up. And she wasn't even a short, she wasn't even that good looking, but he was just on it, you know what I mean? He went, look, we're going back to this. He said, just keep her company. I went, oh mate, you're fucking messing around here, I'm not going nowhere.
Oh, we are.
Hey, stop here.
Honest to God.
Right, I've never shared this, right, I'm going to share it, like, turn that off. Right, I'm on a roll here. Right, so, jumps in the taxi, takes this bird is huge, like this fucking big man, Commodore, wears on a big fucking pit bull looking fucking kite. And he went, right, just go and sit upstairs with her. Right, I was like, oh mate, stop it, will you? You're fucking joking, aren't you? So he's downstairs with this older one, right, I'm sitting on the bed, like this. She's looking at me. she's about 25.
Stone?
Well, she's about, well, and that as well. And I don't know what come over me. I think it was lust. Just lust come over me.
Sort of possessed you?
Just totally like a thought. This is what we always thinking of. No one's going to know. Right? Because he's put her hands on my leg, you know, full of testosterone, not just a young kid. I was like, it'll be alright, this mate, this will be fucking shinish, you know what I mean? No, I won't say nothing. Right, I said, and I was like, Dad, say fuck all. She went, I won't. So anyway, it's on the teed. What happened was, I had these trackies on, put them on the wrong way, so the badge was on, I think they were fucking champion or something, and the badge was on the arse, right? So I'm going down, our kids shouts down, we're getting off. And we had to walk to Kirby from, I think from fucking somewhere in fucking Verzaghli. And he went, did you give her one of my tits? I fuck you in your tit, didn't you? I went, no. So as I was walking a little bit ahead of him, and he went, how come your pants are on back to front there, lad? You did! So I've never felt so much shame, right? And embarrassment in my fucking entire life, right? But these are like fucking crazy experiences that you go...
Let me tell you a story.
Come on, John, let's get...
I used to live in the rows up there, Mansfield, right? And like,
Sorry, Michelle, by the way.
The baby's mum had been out, and I've been sitting in the living room on my own watching the telly or whatever. She walks in with loads of bags and goes, you've been having a wank, haven't you? And I went, no. She went, you have? And I went, I haven't. She went, you have? And I went, I haven't. She said, well, why is your mum's picture turned round? I've been fucking knocking her out. She's turned my picture out. Oh, I got caught bangs of fucking right.
I can't say too many things because I'll get myself into fucking trouble, Bill. That Predator one ripped me off, mate. Never got spoken to for about a week.
Oh, shit.
So, but I could tell you a fucking good one, but I can't.
Come on, you fucking soul. Look.
All right, who's had brasses? Come on.
Yeah, come on,
let's fucking get on the brasses.
Who's got his hands up?
Here, mate.
I want to tell you a story now about boxing night, something funny. Boxing night, that's a good one, mate.
All right. Okay, so we went to Dubai. It was a long time ago. I hadn't met my wife and all that, so we goes to Dubai.
Forgiven.
You can't be saying this.
Your
wife's going to be listening to it.
Lads,
And you
it was
can't.
a long time ago.
Darren, stop it. No.
You know, it's not the greatest, isn't it? I'm not going to go into detail, lad. You know what I mean?
But still.
I'm a man's man, lads.
I know, it's like...
you know what I mean?
I'm
a man's man,
I seen
lad.
your Darren on that
Yeah,
podcast.
I know,
He's
yeah.
a case.
He's a case with
talking
them
about when he was
brasses,
with prostitutes and all that.
It's the killjoy.
In a fucking hell.
I'm just thinking of your missus.
No, I know, I'm not going to say it. Go on, we'll leg that one.
No, come on, John. No,
I can't, lads.
Have a bit of... Come on.
Don't forget it's going out.
Yeah, go on, I can't. It was heavy.
I don't even... I ain't... Do you know what I can't fucking bear?
Bill, it was heavy. He gets me into trouble all the time.
You know, he doesn't give a fuck.
Thanks, Sean, for stepping in.
Get the families, you
I know. I used
Listen,
to...
good story on boxing night. I never really had any luck when I was dead young with birds or whatever. But I was in town, all the lads used to go out on boxing night.
That was a big night.
And big night, boxing night. So when I used to this bird just started talking to me. And she goes, so. So I went, fucking hell, this one's on my case here. So she said, I said, where do you live and all that? And got outside, we jumped in a taxi. She said, I live in Netherley. And it was boxing night, I'll never forget. And I'd been drinking in this club in town, the Checkers Club it was called, in Steel Street. This blackcurrant, rum and blackcurrant, feeling great. But when we got back to Netherley to where she lived in this flat, if you ever can remember Netherley, the way the flats were built, you used to go in and you'd go down a flight of stairs into the flat. There was no way out. No way out. Can you imagine?
Just one way in, one way, yeah.
The stairs is there, no windows or anything.
Fucking hell.
You were actually a floor below where you walked in. So anyway, it's great. So we're coming in and we're sitting on the couch and all that. Bit of a kiss and a cuddle and everything. And I said, you're on your own here? She said, yeah, no problem. And I thought, but I felt a bit uneasy. The next thing is I could hear from upstairs, because there was like 2 flights of stairs, the letterbox. About 4 in the morning, I heard, Maria! I went, you heard that one? I went, oh, I just knew it was a mush, you know what I mean? I went, I said, listen, what's happening? Then I could hear, Maria! Like a big arcade voice. I went, oh no. Anyway, so she goes, you know that one? I don't believe it. I went, what can you believe? She went, it's Jimmy. I went, whoa, who's Jimmy? Been seeing him on and off. I went, fucking hell. So then he starts screaming, open the fucking door, put the door in. This was on Boxing Night. I went, fucking hell. My bottle was fucking gone. So I went, oh, Frankie, no way out. No way out. Next thing is, I'm standing there, the door goes off its hinges.
Fuck off, did it?
Running down the stairs. And he wasn't that big, only the same size as me. But I'll never forget, it was in the 80s. He had like curly hair, you know, like the perm. And he went, ah! And he ran towards me. And I put him in a headlock and he was trying to hit me. And then he's pushing me back into the kitchen. And we're by the table in a little tiny kitchen. She's screaming, Jimmy, no! Jimmy, he's a friend! he's a friend, Jimmy! Anyway, all the sauce, everything's going off the table like a slow motion. I just felt it, and he's hitting me. And I thought, I was trying to come to a little bit, I thought, that's not fucking hitting me, this fella. He's not a fucking hard case, you know what I mean? So then I started hitting him on the head. So I'm banging him on the head. So then he started shouting to me, all right, hard case, you win, you know, all that one. Another time. Anyway, so I pushed him like that, and I ran that fast up the stairs. The door was gone. My shoes came off. So I'm running through Netherley, and this black cab pulled up a taxi, got in, and the fella said, where's your shoes, lad? And he was like an old man to me then, but probably my age now, you know. I went, fucking hell. I told him what happened. He went, never go back to a bird's house. Take them to your house. You don't know what you... He said, these birds will lie to you and lie to you and lie to you. He said, they'll say, I live on my own, this is my flat. He said, a fella be coming through the door at 3, 4... I said, well, that's what just happened. Yeah. He said, always take them to your own house.
Yeah, a little lesson to be learned there off Frankie, ain't he?
Keeping it to myself.
Did you ever get Nick wanking? Just that one time?
Have I ever been Nick wanking? Yeah. Never been Nick wanking.
I got Nick wanking once, mate, off some bird that I was seeing, mate. And you know what she said to me? I remember trying to get a grip of a bill, honest, Frank. Trying to get a grip of it.
I don't wank, I get people in.
Oh. You just fucking stop me from doing one of them stories, lad, didn't so
I don't pay for it.
I remember fucking trying to get a grip of her and she was knocking me back. And they lived in like a 3-story house, but the bathroom was on the middle. And I went, fuck this, I'm going for a fucking wank here, mate. Balls on the sink. One of them horrible little kites. And she come in and she went,
like the shit suit.
Yeah, the little fucking monkey's red-ended on me. What are you doing? Do you always do that? I went, I was like that, don't feel like a little monkey in the safari park. Stepping over it, mate. I said, do you always do that? I went, well, it's fucking your fault, isn't it? Just throw it on then, mate, don't you? But, lad, yeah, here's one. Here's one, mate. I'm on the bus, and me and my mates are standing there, and these 2 birds come in, right? And she's, 2 of them, it's like a Thursday night, it was quiet. And one of them is doing all these fucking flips like a gymnast. We're standing there, Chewy and mate. I think you had both ties on them, Frank, you know what I mean? Chewy and looking at the movement. And them 2 there, lad. One of them is doing all flips, and I went, fucking sound, yeah. So he went, yeah. They come over and they went, there's a party tonight. So I said, where? She went, just want to come? Me, you and her. So I said, yeah, all right. So he takes us after work, he gets them in the car, and we goes round to Berry Street to this old boozer. Walks in the boozer, and she lived overhead, the fucking gymnast. He was like Tiny Tim, she was fucking everywhere, lad. And we goes upstairs, and he was just mattresses on the floor. So the one I was with, she said, hey. I said, it's Moggy's running round everywhere. She went, oh, I've just moved in, that old chestnut. I'm looking at me, mate, he weren't arsed. He was fucking like Benny Hill, giving it all that when she was doing all them flips, lad, you know what I mean? Giving it all that behind her and that. And the girl said, do you want to come back to mine? You're the one, I'm not staying here. So I said, all right. She lived around here. So it goes back with it. Most fellas wouldn't tell you the story, you know, it's fucking heavy, mate. So it goes back with it anyway. I goes back. And I don't know whether to even tell it. It's heavy, mate. I just get myself into trouble all the time. Goes back with it anyway, and with fucking starts getting a grip of her on the couch. Nothing's happening. I thought, it's getting on now. It's about fucking 4 in the morning here. Fucking hell, mate. Thought I'll have to ring a cab. I'll ring a cab or something. We're in a Danny, you know what I mean? I thought I'll have to ring a cab. So I went, shall I stay then? So she went, yeah, all right. I said, well, where's your bedroom? She went, it's 2 there. It was only about 21. So I said, all right, sound. I thought, I'm half in here, Frank, you know what I mean? So I went to the bedroom and I went, fuck off, stripped off. Got right under the sheets, mate. Right? Bolko was. Right? So she comes in and she went, what the fuck are you doing? I went, what? She went, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, I sleep in me nude. She said I could stay, you know what I mean? So she goes, put your kecks on. All right, fucking hell. I felt like a right fucking nonsense. Puts the kecks on. Anyway, she just jumps on top of me. He starts necking me and all that. And as you do, fucking the pecker goes up and that. Next minute, mate, she just gollies in me kite. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about it.
Big
and I went, for fuck's sake. Right? And she went, right, Sweetie just went, after the golly, right? So I went, what are you fucking doing? Sorry, babe. I went, so what's going on here? Next minute, starts necking her again. Sweetie goes back up. She's rubbing on me. I'm like, fucking in here, trying to get Sweetie out the flight. Next minute, she just went to me, fuck off, and bit me for a proper bit. A well come up on my chest. I went, I was like an almond screaming, right?
Does she still live round here by any chance, Darren?
No, lad,
You've met her.
So I got it and it threw it. I said, what the fuck? And all my sister come up with a fucking big thing. She went, you fucking steadhead. And I went, fucking hell, Kale, what's this all about? Right, so next minute, I went, I'm going. Oh no, babe, please don't go, please. Please, like the song, please don't go. No, don't go, please. And I went, you're fucking round the bend, you. Anyway, when you're young, you'll just stay, won't you?
Yeah, you fucking there.
You don't care. I was full of artificial testosterone as well as my own, lad. I was a red ender bit. We're walking around, permanent red ender. So I just, got no fear. So anyway, she gets back in the bed, starts necking me again. Next minute, she just fucking bit me here. But I started bleeding. I'm not even fucking kidding you. So I shoved it off. I went, you can fucking leg it. Right? So she goes, oh, babe, I'm sorry, come on. Bang me. I went, fucking hell, I had that. Fucking had the ear like Billy. I was fucked, lads. Fucking ears half hanging off. I had a bit there and it being golly that. I went, I'm still up for it a bit, you know what I mean? So I said, just let you use your toilet. So I said, she went, it's through there. When you come back, fucking bang me. You know, like that. Fucking goes in the bog. I've got Sweetie in my hands, right? Gets to the sink and I'm going, work, you bastard, work. Sweetie's just like that. Kid, I've been bit, golly that, and my ear bit, but I was bleeding. Sweetie's like that, and no chance I'm going, work. So I looks in the wash basket. What's in the wash basket, lad? A pair of skiddies.
Right.
Gets the skiddies.
Go on, lad.
Has a smell of them. And I went, Dilty, come on, Sweet, come on, don't let me down. I'm banging Sweetie away, lad. Next minute, lad, Sweetie, come. He weren't even hard, lad, he just fucking come in this thing, right? Really? So I went, oh, for fuck's sake, Sweet, you've let me down here, you know what I mean? Walks back in, she's like down on the bed. Fucking bang me, you know, and all that. And I went, can you just give us 5 minutes? You know, like that. You know, like, fucking hell, mate. Next minute, I'm not joking with you. Fucking, I get in the bed with her, and she's standing there. She went, come on then, come on. Sweetie had curled up in a ball, lad. She went, doesn't he even want to fucking play? Sweetie was like that. No getting thing. Next minute, the doorbell rang, and it was a mate. She went, who my mate had been with, she went, is he still here? She went, yeah. She went, what's happened? She went, he's fucking useless. You know, I was fucking curled up in the bed. Lads, I threw me kicks on. I thought, fuck this, I'm fucking off. 2 of them were in there. I just went, I'm legging it, mate. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, it was a horrible night.
There's loads of weird cats.
Oh, mate.
Oh, she's alright. She's the fucking hell. She's done worse than this. You know what I mean? This is reality. This is what people watch and go, do you know what? We can identify with that. We have not gone through life like Mother Teresa's.
I've had a few unlucky things that, especially any young lads listening to this, you know, I was a young lad, and as I say, I took a bird on one night to Heighton.
You're messing.
And she was like, dead quiet. You know, one of these that didn't speak.
They're the worst.
And I got in the taxi with her, and she was just like that. Dropped a mate off or something. I hadn't really copped for her, you know, one of them. So then she just went, we're in the taxi, and I opened the door for her. She lived in Page Moss and Heighton. I said, see you then, love. I'll see you again. She went, So she turned around, she went, do you want to come in? You know what I did? I went, oh yeah, all right then. So the taxi driver went like that, I was giving whatever it was, a tenner, got in. So just sitting on this chair. So next thing is she goes, do you want a cup of tea or something? So I said, I was, no. And I was working on a club then, even as a kid, you know. So I thought, this one's on my case, and I didn't think she was. So she goes, so where do you do your comedy act? So I went, I go all over, I go everywhere, you know. She went, did you go all over? I went, yeah, fucking hell. Next thing is, sits on me knee, like that, lovely legs on her and all that. I thought, what's happening here? Started getting a grip of her. And I thought the house was dead quiet. I thought it was her house. I thought, this is sound, this is too good to be true. So anyway, she goes, could you undo that for me? I went, fuck off. Takes it, like, shit, this jacket's off, whatever. Just got this bra and all that. So she goes, do you want to come upstairs? I went, whoa. So I remember following her upstairs. I thought, there's no one in and all that. She said, hang on a minute. So I'm standing on the landing. She goes in this like little room, like a box room. Anyway, the door opens. She's just got the knickers on and a bra. So she jumps in bed, and so she goes, come out, like that. So I started getting stripped. The next thing as I heard, I thought it was a dog at first. I heard like a rattlesnake. Then she went, no. I looked around, there's the mother with nothing on. The our mother, only tiny. Get him out of this house. So she jumps on me. I've got nothing on by at that time. Just stripped off. And her hands are over my shoulders and she's pulling me as though she's trying to throw me over the landing. Get him out. Get that bastard out. What are you doing to my daughter? All that. Fuck it. Anyway, so I had to run down the stairs. I had nothing on at all when I was by the front door. And the mother's like trying to hit me. And I'm just holding the back screaming upstairs. Throw me pants down. And that one, I just got on with me pants and my shoes, no shirt.
Same taxi driver picking up.
Never go back to his.
Fucking hell, mate. Heavy, mate.
Fuck women anyways. They're all a gang of fucking crabs.
You've got it going on.
I'm heartbroken at the moment, lads.
You mate.
Yeah. Third time been heartbroken in my life. Cunts.
What's going on, John?
I'm not going to say any more about it, but
Right down this one here, mate, hasn't it?
leave it at that.
What are your see, like Christmases about the kids and that? What are your hopes for this year? What do you feel it's different from the year before? Because I do. You know, like
in what way, lad?
Christmas, that's fucking hell in the way that the world's gone, really.
Oh, mate, the world's fucking frightening, isn't it, mate? It's just, lad, we don't know where we are. You can't plan nothing.
No, can you?
It's all out the window. You can't plan.
Especially now, I didn't expect things to go back.
Yeah. I thought, when I first seen that shiny, and he was fucking wobbling on the bed, body popping, and everyone went, look at this fella, he had a bat. Who'd have known that we would be in this situation now?
Here's what's going to happen.
Lockdown gonna
the
come
people
again,
who haven't had the
clue.
vaccination will be on lockdown, because I think it happens in Austria.
It has, lads,
if you've had the vaccination, you're allowed out, but if you haven't,
heavy, mate.
See, if you reflect on a year, so I've met you about a year ago, Darren, right?
We've done the first one,
we've done the first one Christmas Day, and that's done very well. You know what I mean? And since then we've become friends, and we've had a few going, and people have enjoyed it. And Frankie, John, we're all back. We've all been successful in our own little way. Darren's got his own gym. Frankie's a top class
private
comedian.
gym, Bill. Private
gym, by the way.
Just for PTs, pal. Just for
John.
PTs.
John is a very successful. I wouldn't say stand-up comedian. You're more of you're an actor to be. You're an actor, but you're an actor, but you create characters.
Yeah.
You've created a lot of characters, haven't you? And you've got a big following. Right.
So back.
But you're also fucked in the head as well, aren't you?
I wouldn't say I was fucked, no.
I would. I'd say.
Where would you like to be?
I wouldn't say I was fucked. I might have been at one point, but I think I'm very emotionally self-aware. But right now I'm heartbroken, so I'm a little bit confused.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit thingy.
So
but I'll take a lesson from this, Bill. But no, I wouldn't say I was fucked.
I'd take that back.
We've all had trauma, and I think some people ignore it, suppress it. and fucking they just crack on, but I haven't. I've done something about it.
So what's Christmas going to be bringing for you then?
Probably shit. I've got the kids, and then I'll probably end up somewhere Christmas night, bevies with some weird bird, and then I'll wake up in the morning feeling empty inside. That was meant to get
Wow, mate, thank you for being on a fucking piece, but that's not happening, is it? No.
What about yourself?
Me, I'll just be with me kids,
Frankie
me,
knows.
mate. I'm looking forward to it, though.
Do you know, so am I. Do you know what?
Yeah,
So
the
I'm
kids
looking...
opening the presents. My little girl was that made up last year. She cried. Yeah. She's dead grateful, mate. She's not
really?
spoiled. Yeah, she cried, mate. So that for me is brilliant.
You were saying this before about you don't realise what your parents like. I do have a lot of effort and whatever with the kids, and I think one day they'll go. Because I have them on my own on a weekend, 3 of them, and 3 girls, fucking mad. It's like
Gorgeous they are, I've seen them, yeah.
Yeah, it's like having 3 radios on at once. You just can't fucking, do you know what I mean? And I think they will get to a point in years to come and he'll go, do you know what, he's actually a fucking boss dad, you know what I mean? But they can't see it now.
They can't see it now. When they get older, you know, they appreciate what you've done for them. But yeah, it is a time really. The time for the kids, isn't it? Christmas more so than us, the adults. You know,
Yeah.
Kind of like we're grown up.
Do you know what I hate? The falseness of New Year. Oh, people.
Oh, all the best.
Yeah, it's false as fuck, mate. And if you go your local, there'll be people in there who never let on to you. Not that I go to fucking local, mate, but years ago, if you went to your local and it would be go, hello, lads.
All the best.
All the best. Why don't you ever let on to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll turn it in, mate. You've blanked me for 30 years. You've had a few ales down, you done what else there, and you want to be dead false. I hate that. New Year, I'll just stay in. I don't like New Year. I like Crimbo.
Loads of people
with the
don't
kids
like
and boxing
New Year.
night, but I don't like New Year.
I
I
like
hate
the
it.
idea of the fresh year, the new start.
No, I just
like the
hate
iron
it.
break style like that.
I think it's dead depressing after Christmas.
The space in between.
Yeah, it's all like fucking bad month, mate.
Everyone dies in January.
Oh, yeah, true. True, Frank, yeah, they do.
Nice one.
Yeah, January's not a good month. But I've had personal experience of this. People, I knew this guy who hug you on New Year's Eve, all the very best. Hope you have a fantastic year. 2 weeks later, they'll blow you up to the social or the tax.
That's the
Well, that's the
falseness,
inland
isn't
revenue,
it?
yeah.
Fucking,
Frankie Allen, yeah.
New Year, and it, mate.
So I remember this lad in the Black Horse. I went right through school with him, right? Big lad he was. And every time I didn't see him for years. I remember going to the toilet. I was like, oh, hello, lad, you all right? And he'll go, oh, you? Like that. And I'd done it a few times. I let on to him.
Yeah.
And I'd seen him this one time. I thought, you know what? I'm not fucking letting on to him. So I was having a piss in the thing. And he went,
Is he one of them fellas who you don't know, one day they'll let on to you, the next he won't?
well, he just didn't want to know.
Yeah.
And this time I thought, no, I'm not letting on to him. And he was like, all right, John, you're all right? I thought, what the fuck's gone into you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's about this fakeness.
Yeah.
The minute you fuck, you know, but anyway.
But I hate them people in general who do that. You know, they let on to you when they want.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you'll go, now then, and he'll just fucking blank you, mate.
Have you got people in your life who used to be mates with and you see them now and you pretend you don't know who you are?
I've done that with people who went to school and I always go, now then.
Yeah.
And they'll go, oh, all right, but they were blanking you at first. I never blank anyone if I know you.
When I started acting, this fella in the barbers, he used to cut his hair.
Yeah.
He'd talk me into getting into acting, and eventually I thought, oh, go on, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Fucking, and I ended up liking it. He left after about fucking 3 weeks, and I swear to God, he pretends he doesn't know who I am. When I see him,
Oh,
I don't even let on to him now.
Yeah.
He just goes,
And did you start the acting course together? And
yeah,
all
and probably because I've had some success, he
Wow,
doesn't
mate,
like
what
me.
a
I know.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, fucking freak. Sorry
Yeah.
about fucking you.
Yeah. There's people like that though, and if you become
Oh yeah,
successful at something,
there's a lot
he hate you.
there's a lot of fucking jealous
Yes.
I'm a
suckers
barber,
out there.
Darren, right? And you've got one long
I know,
eye.
it's
Can I pull it out?
fucking out,
Can I come pull it out now for
Not
Christmas?
fucking pulling it out,
It
lads.
doesn't
It'd
hurt.
kill me. No, you can cut it out.
You can cut it out.
You can cut it out.
That's
Shave
a
it
pair
off.
of scissors off
I'm
there,
a
lad.
very hairy guy, John. I'm a very hairy guy. It's the cost of it in me, lad.
No, so yeah, fucking definitely, Darren. There's loads of false.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we got this.
Yeah,
we got
go
this.
on, lad. Do these Kosovan brows, lad.
It's just one particular one. That's
What one is it, John? I'm a very hairy guy.
This is going in your crimbos, innit?
During the lockdown, some bird come to the gym and she done my fucking hair, mate. I don't let them cut my eyebrows because you know why? They shave them on and you look like an old woman, mate. Innit? You do, lad. Do you remember the girl done it? She come down and she done it. And
Yeah.
she went zip with no guard on, kid. And I
A barber?
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought, fuck that, mate. So now when I go, wherever I go, mate, leave them, I'll do them myself, and I just do it with the clipper. But it's been a bit of a while, John, thanks for that.
No problem. See the way my accent's changed then?
Yeah.
I said barber. I used to say barber.
Aha.
Car.
Well,
Is that because you moved up in Frodsham?
I live in Cheshire. Yeah.
Cheshire.
I moved back to Liverpool, though, so I'm not a Wool anymore. Barber, yeah.
Where are you, John? Frodsham,
I live in
Street.
Frodsham,
It's
yeah.
like you're living up there on your own, out the way. It's
I've done it for a reason.
yeah.
I just wanted to go away for a while.
And have you had enough now?
Yeah,
You
it's
wanna
ran
go
its
home?
course, yeah.
Would you come back to
Hence why I'm not
county?
fucked anymore.
Would you come back to county?
Lad downstairs, hard work.
Is that club still there, John? It's Mersey View.
No.
Gone?
No, that's not it. It's like a hotel and that now.
Oh,
It's
is
a
it, yeah?
lovely part of the world.
It's lovely,
It's
yeah.
gorgeous. It's really,
Scenic,
really
yeah.
is nice. I've got one mate round there, Paddy, who owns the pub, Cash 22. But I choose not to. I don't want to know anyone round there. I just want to. I like that. I like not. I'm not a massive fan of people. I just like to be on my own all the time. I like people, but my energy's for me, Frank. And do you know what I mean?
So when I first moved down to where we are now, I remember thinking, you know, it's like quite posh, even though we just lived in a flat, you know what I mean? And the flats weren't posh enough, but it was full of them fucking posh owl cunts around there. And we had one fella underneath us. So the first day we moved in, right, they're looking at me. And I'm getting out the car and they must have thought, oh my God, what's coming here? You know what I mean? They're all dead posh, all these owl ones and these pissy owl flats. Anyway, as it gets out with the removal, man, I got 2 skulls out of the Echo and I'm like a fucking skull. I'm like, yeah, lads, grab that, put that on your back. And they're all like that.
Throw it on a bit.
So, like, me bird's fucking helping with the kids and that. Next minute, this old woman pops her head out the window. Bill, she's like that, Frank, look. And I thought to me, I'll have to put on an accent here. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I wasn't going to go, all right, girl, you all right? So I thought, yeah, I'll do this. I went, hello? And she just fucking blanked me, mate, to me, mate. Get on you there. Hello? I thought, you fucking all pissy fucker, mate. Anyway, fella come, next minute he opens the door. Are you the new tenants? He lived underneath. And I went, yeah, all right, mate. He went, what do you do for a living? I thought, fucking hell, mate, this is right off the bat, innit? You know what I mean? So I said, I'm just a personal trainer, mate. I said, okay. Will you be living here as well? Yeah, lad. So he goes, all right. So we moves up anyway. We were there about 2 weeks. Now, I'd leave our house at 8:30 in the morning. And I tell you what, I was working long hours, lad. I didn't come back, Bill, honest Frank, honest John, till 9:30 at night. And my missus was working as well. And we come back and we fucking go to bed with the kids. You know what I mean? It was long days, lad. When I used to run a fucking public gym, you know, it was long days. That's why I packed it in. And we never had a peep out of us, lad. So we're going on holiday, right? Next minute, kid. So I'm getting all the cases down the stairs and putting them in the Danny. Next minute, mate, he comes out. You living? I went, his name was Dave, lad. You fucker, if you're watching this, mate, I'm fucking hating you, cunt. We only left because of that swat. And anyway, you living? I went, just going on holiday. Oh, how long are you going for? And I went, 2 weeks. Where you going? I went, Sharm el Sheikh. Okay. So he gets me bed. My bed's dead laid back, and he goes, you'll have to leave me with the keys. Cheeky bastard. Listen, cheeky cunt, mate. You'll have to leave me with the keys. Next minute, my bed's getting the keys off the car.
Really?
I went, what are you doing? She went, oh, Dave needs the keys. He's head of the committee.
Oh, God.
So I said, Dave's right in your fucking knicker-drawer, mate. And as soon as you think, I said, fuck him, mate. I said, he's not getting, never had another conversation with him, blank me right, except for one day I'm coming to work, and here was the show, Frank. So I'm coming to work Saturday morning, by 9 o'clock, going to work, and he goes, guys, are you heading up to Waitrose in Southport? And I went, what, lad? I shot him the Aldi and Little, mate. He didn't say that, you know. He was heading to Waitrose. Lad, he didn't have 2 bob. He was like Roy Cropper with an owl bag, drove an owl Metro or something, Bill, you know what I mean? Because the roads there's mayhem on the roads. Lads, I think he had a fucking spud and a turnip in his bag. You know them stupid bastards down them ways where they think they're better than you. I walks the dog one day, and this owl one comes out and she goes, excuse me? I said, yeah. And she went in, can I ask you what you do for a living? And I said, yeah, I just saying like fellas. And like, you know, I'm fucking dickhead, mate, right? And she went, oh, that's okay. And I walked away and said, why did I even tell you that? But in the end, I moved from there, lad, because they were all fuckers, mate. They were horrible people down there. They looked down the nose at you, mate.
Yeah, there's
You know
a fella
what I mean?
by me, right, and I don't mind saying because you are what you are. And then I walked in this shop. He owned like a little Chandler's, right? And I walk in and go,
Good Chandler's, though, do you, lad?
I went,
Chandler's.
have you got any Mach 3s? And he went, oh no, got no blades. I'm not trying to do the same voice as you. He literally sounds like this, got a ponytail. And I went, have you got any, like, because I only want to do this bit of my beard in the house. And I went, have you got any, the Wilkins saw blades, like the proper blades? And he went, oh yes, but you can't use them. And I was like, why? He said, because they're for the cutthroats. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. He said, blah, blah, blah. And he went, oh no. And I went, mate, I've been a barber for about 20 years. And he went, oh, you're a barber. So he's seen me not going to work because someone manages the shop for me now. And I do all my little walks and all that. And I had a Range Rover Evoque at the time. I went, you're a barber? And I went, yeah. And he went, drive a very nice car for a barber. And I thought, he's had me down as a fucking drug dealer or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And I went, well, my shop, I've worked hard, like it does pretty well. It's like, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, turns out he's a fucking nonce.
Go away.
Yeah.
He's an actual nonce, yeah.
Should I be saying this? He's a nonce.
You're not
His
mentioning.
wife, I don't care.
You haven't mentioned his name, have you?
No, his wife left him an hour after she found out. But here's him fucking
Well,
judging me because I've worked hard and because I'm a scouser, he thinks I'm a fucking drug dealer.
Very quick. They call it being presumptuous. They look at you. The likes of you are not being funny. And you. And me. They look at the gob on you and they go, oh, you know, what's this fella's, you know, what's your... I've had loads of that, especially working out of town, you know, as a comic. They see me coming a motorway. I've seen loads.
Oh, and I've just
gone
named
past
the
the busies and they go, you look at the grid on me, you pull straight away, you know. What have you been up to? Scouser in Manchester, always getting pulled. I'm a comedian. I usually take something around with me, say, look, this is me and so, a picture where I've done opportunity. You know, just to show them, because they go, oh, okay then. But people are they're very kind of like quick to
judge. Yeah.
Got a nice car for a bar.
Do you know what, right? I was out there working the other week, doing a bit of music and that. Yeah. And it's twice it happens in the same fucking night. Some bird come over and went here. She's from fucking Winsford or somewhere like that. She went here, something about it. Can I leave my drink there? And is it okay if I put my bag by there while I do this? I said, yeah, it'd be shy. Don't worry. She said, but we are in Liverpool, aren't we? Right. And I thought, you cheeky bastard. Right. And getting her on the ball. I just fucking knock her right off straight away, you know what I mean? Yeah. Then I had it again with some other fella. Right, the same thing.
What's your bags?
just I can't even remember what he said, but he said, yeah, but we are in Liverpool. They're all stealing bastards. And it's
horrible, isn't it? Even when I was over in I was working over in Marbella, and because you're there, everyone thinks you're up to all kinds. And I remember some fella saying to me, and he was going, oh, you're a scout, so we all know what you're here for. And I went, why? What am I here for, lad? I said, I'm training people. He was going, oh, come on, we know what you're here. We know what you're here for. I went, no, lads, I'm not. I'm honestly working here, mate. Yeah. The cheeky bastards, mate. They think anyone with a Scouse accent is up to all kinds, don't they?
They just see me walking around with me hood up, me hood down, man, my own fucking business, because that's why I went there, just to like, and then just everyone's thinking you're a drug dealer because you're a Scouser or you're not going to work. I've worked my fucking ass off.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you can even get it here. I mean, I was in town about 4 or 5 years ago, and I was in I think it was Liverpool 1, a few shops. Walked in a shop. I was wearing my baseball cap. I'm not like kind of like, my head gets freezing. I don't mind being able to shaved head, bald head, whatever, but wearing my baseball cap. So walked in, and I saw this fella. He was only about 25. He must have been like the manager. So he's looking at me like that. So I'm just looking at a few shirts, and there was a girl there. Now, my hearing's always been good. I can get on to people, you know what I mean? And I heard him go, watch him. Like I was a smackhead. Yeah, Robin. Anyway, I walked a bit further on and I could see him. Anyway, I was fucking fuming.
This is Liverpool 1?
Yeah, Liverpool 1. So I walked up to him. I said, hey, mate, I heard what you said before. He said, I'm sorry. I said, fucking sorry. I said, what you said to that bird, watch him. I was on my fucking baghead. I said, listen, mate, you're just a prick. You're working in there, £200 a fucking week. I said, I could buy and fucking sell you. I said, don't fucking classify me as a fucking baghead. And he went, no, I didn't. I said, you fucking did. I said, no, fuck off. So I said, hey, love, come here. What did he do? And she went, oh, no, I don't. My job's not worth it. You know what, all that? Yeah, I went, oh, fuck off.
Yeah. Happy Christmas, everyone.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, leave it at that, mate. Innit? Now, people judge people from Liverpool, don't they, all the time? That's what they always do.
I think we've got a. I don't know why that is. Like, well, obviously,
we do.
We've had, we do. We've had a bad press. And rightly so in some areas, to be fair, isn't it? It growing like back in the 80s, it was a bit everywhere.
It's a bit boring now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's boring.
It is
boring.
It's boring. Like someone messaged me about.
There's no change, is there? There's no like redemption.
I was on a train coming home from London with Jake Abraham, right? Yeah. And there was these two fellas who sat next to us. We bumped into first class. Scousers. These two fellas sat next to us, right? And they were pissed, and he thought he was smart and all that. And he was from St. Helens. He sounded like he's from Yorkshire or something, I don't know. He was like, fucking hell, Scousers, mate. Don't know why he sounded like that. But he started trying to rip the back out of us, and me and Jake went, come on, mate. Swerve it, you know what I mean? Fucking hell, it's a bit boring now. So I decided to mind fucking, didn't I? I had him crying by the end of the train, lad. I said to him, what did I say to him? Because he was just boisterous and he was thingy. So I said, your dad's either rich or he left you. And he went, yeah, fuck off, mate. It was both. I had him crying by the end of it. I walked in his mind.
That sounds like the other fellow with rebuild.
All the fucking wires in his brain. And saved him fucking right for taking the piss out of us.
I had this kid coming in the bar the other week. Russian Arthur, his name is. I don't know if
is he Russian?
He's Russian, right? He come over, right?
He's always busy.
He come in a pair of spoonies on, a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, right? A little bit pot belly, ballsy head, right? We started throwing fivers, just for the song. I went, mate, it's all right, I'll put it on anyway. No, you take. All right, let's put that song on for you. 5 minutes later, he's back over again. Another fiver. Drops you over. This song. Put that fucking on, all right. 3-4 times, thinking, it's a bit too much now, you know what I mean? Stand there, but then he's walking towards you. I'm standing there thinking, I wish he'd go away now. I don't want him coming near me now with all these. He must have went to the bank and just got a load of fivers, right? He's just a fucking big load of blueies out of the bank, right? And he's standing there, but he's walking towards it and he's going, thinking, does this fucking fella fancy me? I'm thinking, am I feeling a bit obligated now? You know what I mean? I might have to sleep with him. I mean, I might have to sleep with him. I'm thinking, does he want? Is this a bit more? Is he trying to seduce me? I'm fucking standing. Like being dead nice to him, right? But the thought that we're going through me, I think, oh my god.
Oh, Bill, I've got a cracker one on that one. Listen to this one, mate, right? Has anyone, I haven't even told you this, has everyone ever had that Reiki?
I am,
yeah.
Right. It's all right, you know, lad. It's all right.
Yeah.
So me bird, she starts getting this Reiki, right? I was stressed at the time, you know what I mean? You're trying to pay your bills and trying to, it's hard, isn't it, lad, running a business, and I'm stressed. I've got people, Bill won't pay at the fucking dough, and that's why I fucked off having a public gym. I couldn't be arsed. Anyway, right, so he comes out and he's like, hey, Darren, hey. I was all right. We're on first name basis right away. Heard a lot about you, man. I said, oh, okay, kid. He went, come on, come through. So I'm first in, aren't I, lad? So he gets fucking, he goes, so straight away he goes, big guy, man, big guy. I went, yeah. Got a gym in Liverpool? I went, yeah, that's right, lads, yeah. I'm a bit uncomfortable now, right? So I'm thinking, is he queer? You know what I mean? I know. Sorry, that lad, but Frankie, I was, lad. I'm a scouser, that's what I was thinking, right in the top.
The country's most brutal stands up, but he's like,
I'm looking at him, he goes, I used to fight gangsters. Big gangsters, and I won't name the fella, but he told me a bad fucking dickhead, and he went, I used to fight blah blah, and I went, oh mate, he's a dickhead. And I said, look kid, I said, all I've come for is a bit of Reiki. I just blagged him. I said, I've never had a fight in my life, lad. I'm just a fella who does the weights. I said, and that's about it, mate. So all that like gangster gear and that, I haven't got a clue, mate. I said, I've never had a fight. I've thrown on a pair of ballies and give it one of them. So he changed his persona. And he was fucking sound, so he goes, okay, lie down there. So he puts this blanket on me like Braveheart. Big fucking bloody blanket. I'm sitting, honest, Bill, that's honest blanket. I'm sitting there, Jay, and I was like, so he puts this pan pipes. And And I'm thinking, is he going to try and bum me here if I go under the spell? Am I going to be like that on 10 minutes? No, hey, it's Darren under the spell. I'm like that on and I went, am I fucking going under this spell here, mate? I end up fucking getting bummed here, mate. You know what I mean? So I'm like that under this blanket. And he goes, now we're going to put, you're going under. And I'm going, I'm not. There's no fucking chance, kid. And he's putting these, well, honestly, lads, he's putting these like emerald rocks and all that. He's going, next minute, kid, I could feel myself slipping. I was slipping, Jay. The music was lovely. I was slipping. I'm thinking, don't slip, lad. You'll end up sucking him off or something. Don't, lad. He'll get you under a spell. You won't know what you're doing, right? So I'm fucking lying there anyway, lad, right? So I'm going, he's going, so many powerful animals inside of you. Wow. Right? And I'm like, he's buttering me ego here, mate. And I'm going, yeah. And he's going, I can see the lion. You've got the power of the lion. I'm thinking, fucking hell, Casey here, mate. Yeah, I've always had that power of the lion. He's going, you've got the ape, the strength of the ape, and the wisdom of the elephant. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm not a bad catch here, mate. You know what I mean? He's talking the music's going, you know, like I'm pipes here, right? So I'm just fucking lying there, mate. Next minute, kid, he goes, oh my God, you've got Sakuru in you. Oh my God, Sakuru, man. Sakuru's your spirit guide. And I'm like, next minute, Frank, I start going, mate. Couldn't help myself, lad. I was in Enchanted under the bed. Next minute, I'm just fucking slipping away, lad. And I fell a kip, lad. And I woke up and he went, don't know whether he bombed me, I haven't got a fucking clue, mate. But I woke up and he went, hey, man, what did you think? And I went, lad, I was spell-driven, mate. I went, fucking brilliant, mate, to be honest with you. He went, give us a hug, man. Lads, we hugged it out. That's when my bear come out and he went, man, I've never met anyone like you. He said, the power of the animals you have inside it. And I've never met anyone with, it was like a bad name, like Sakuru, with Sakuru in them. And I had the Chewy in them, lad. I was like, yeah, Sakuru, lad, yeah. So we goes outside, kid, right? He's got all these ornaments, like fucking figures behind glass cases. And me bird went, how did you get on? And he went, man, his beard looks like a little witch behind a thing. And he went, man, see him? He had the ape. She went, no, the bacon head one. Sorry, lad. No, you're kidding. He had the tiger. You're kidding me. The tiger. And he went, and the wisdom of the elephant. And she went, no. And he went, you know the guy who spirit guide is? And she went, who? It was a fucking plot, lad. She went, Sakuru. And she went, Sakuru? And all these other owl ones are getting fucking spells and all that. And she went, oh my God, he's got Sakuru in him. Right? I'm like that, Chesney McLean looking around. I'll have a bit of that. Girls buying them spells. You don't need them around me, mate. Sakuru's in me, mate. So you're looking around going on about it, Sakuru. Next minute, it was a fucking plot. And me Ben went, who's Sakuru? Like that. She went, there he is there. It's the biggest spirit guide. And it was an owl fella with a fucking owl broom. And it was about 150. Me bed went, listen, me bed. Do you want me to buy you security? Your spirit guy went, oh, for fucking turn it in, mate. But you know what? What a lovely fella. I've probably ruined his business, but what a fucking lovely fella. He was boss. Do you know what? They're the type of fellas, right, I'd like to go for a bevy with. Yeah. You're just fucking sitting there with them. Yeah, as long as he doesn't put me under one of them spells, Frank. Fucking hell, I don't come up for there.
And with that, right, we'll come to an end. But I want to just wish everybody a big Merry Christmas out there and enjoy your day. You know, John's pressing. Got matches that are pressing, haven't you, mate?
Which?
You've got to be somewhere.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah, so. And I've enjoyed it, so.
We've had a good 32 hours there.
It's been great. And great to see all the lads again. All stars, 4 stars. There's 4 film stars on this table.
We're still waiting for our break. Is there any golden producers out there? You want some
Halen Pace.
We're fucking movie stars. So anyone else who's out there who's jealous of us, Just stay jealous. Jealous people slagging us off.
Yeah,
this and that.
miserable
Go
comments.
fuck off.
See,
But Merry Christmas anyway.
It's only a laugh, for fuck's sake, mate. It's only a bit of a laugh. Some people in them comments, mate, they take it to heart. And look, everything said was in jest. I make a cunt of myself, do you know what I mean? I'm the worst for it, mate.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just a laugh. We're not hitting no one. Nothing.
If you don't like
Flipping
it,
ourselves.
don't watch it. And if you hate yourself, go and hate yourself somewhere else.
That's it. There's
And
no
that's
harm.
it.
That's it.
But apart from that, all the best.
All the best.
All the best.
Merry
Thank you.
Christmas.